Reach the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code now. Your code has been accepted. Your broadcast will begin in 5 seconds.
Well, I'll tell you what, I told her, I said, you need to get an itemized bill. And I said they won't give me the information, but I'm gonna email that hospital anyway. Let me tell this is ridiculous. This is absolutely, if she was, and they were calling her the day before saying, how are you gonna pay your $1,500? You charge $38. You're right. That's why everybody's insurance is so damn high. They're trying to make up for everybody goes in and going, that's ridiculous. That's why we need this new health care plan. Yeah, everybody will pay a little bit. $38. For the doctors, for basically an outpatient surgery. I got to turn my mic on, I think.
Good afternoon and welcome to Peru St. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College as the Vikings take on the Bobcats of Peru State this afternoon in Heart of America Conference basketball. The first time these teams met, Peru won it 65-53 behind 24 points and 23 rebounds from Courtney Ward. I'm Ken Quiaba, Joe all alongside. Joe will have the first half this afternoon. And Joe, I tell you what, we look at this Peru roster, and all of a sudden they've got a few more players out there than they had the last time we played.
Yeah, when we played early in the year up at Peru, I think that was right after the Christmas holiday. They only dressed out 6 people, and boy, really played well. And I tell you, I was talking to Coach Martise Ivy a minute ago. She's done a great job with this team. They're right in the middle of the conference standings, and to weather the storm, got a couple new faces now, and really a pretty competitive team.
One gal we're going to talk about, Adugo Asuela. And Asuela averaging 15 points a game. She was not eligible that game or didn't play. Courtney Ward did. She's averaging 15 points a game. We had a chance to visit with both coaches earlier this afternoon.
Here chatting now with Peru State women's coach Martise Ivy. And Coach, you know, we played right after Christmas up at Peru State. That day you only had 6 players, and I think, boy, this team's going to be in for a rough season. You really turned it around, and your girls are right in the middle of the conference race right now.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that 6 was a group that I had from last year, and so they've been with me. So they kind of understood, you know, what it takes. We had been in that situation before as a program, and, you know, you only need 5 to step on the floor and do what they need to do.
And you've got a new girl we didn't see the last time, Aduga Asuela. She's averaging 15 points, as is your big girl, Courtney Ward. They give you a pretty good 1-2 punch.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. I mean, defensively, she just takes a different, attitude towards her defense. And Courtney's been solid for me for the last 4 years or so. And we need that. I mean, we got the ingredients that we need. We just got to go on the floor and execute and do what we need to do.
Had a good game against Missouri Valley first time around. Your girls pulled it out at the end, played well. What will you try to do today?
You know, we're just going to go out. I mean, one of the things that I've just kind of told my players to focus on the last, 5 games of the season is being disciplined, execute, and playing with some confidence. I think if we step on the floor and do those things, we can step on the floor and play with anybody.
Jolene Christensen joins us before this game. Coach Peru comes in, and when you talk about them, you start with Courtney Ward. Had a great game against us at their place.
Yes, she's an excellent post player on the inside. She was able to dominate both offensively and on the glass. And, we've game planned for her, and hopefully we're going to be able to eliminate her scoring tonight, at least cut it down, and also keep her off the boards.
Yeah, she only had 6 points the other night against Baker, I think.
Yeah, that is true. I think they zoned most of the game, did a 2-3, and we're going to probably look to zone a little bit more than we typically ever do. So.
Yeah. Asuelo, that's another. Adugo Asuelo is another gal that they have, and she's averaging 15 points a game. We didn't see her.
We didn't. I think she was banged up early in the season. I'm glad you said her name because I wasn't going to attempt it. She's a very good player for him, can shoot from the outside, is able to drive. She's leading the nation, I think, in steals. So we're going to have to definitely know where she's at on the floor at all times.
You're going to have to get that offense going, Coach. We talk about it, and I know you get tired of talking about it, but, the ball's got to go in the basket, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how well we play on defense if we can't score. So, we definitely need to put the ball in the basket, run our offense, and, hopefully we have a couple hot hands tonight and not just 1 or 2 players. I'm hoping to see 4 players that might get in some double figures tonight for us.
Last couple of home games, though, we have really played well in stretches, and you'd like to see that for 40 minutes, wouldn't you?
I would. You're right. You said stretches, and that's been our problem. We've got to cut it down and make sure that we don't have any of those times where we go soft offensively and that we don't make stops on defense. So there's not going to be a stretch like that tonight for us.
Coach, talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
All right, so there you have both coaches. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Bobcats of Peru State, they'll go with the lady we just talked about, Adugo Asuelo. She is a 5'6" junior, and she did not play against us the last time. She's out of Lakewood, Colorado. Courtney Ward certainly played, the 6'1" senior. She is out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Jasmine Tate, a 5'7" junior, and Jasmine is out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Jasmine Lockwood wears number 00 out of Sunrise, Florida, 5'11" senior, and also Natasha Moss, a 5'9" junior. Vikings go with their usual starting lineup. Ebony Brown, the young lady out of California, the 5'10" junior. Ebony out of Lemoore, California. Gabby Morales, a 6' senior, Bakersfield, California. Raina Smith, 5'7" freshman, St. Louis. Sammy Jackson, the 5'8" senior from Barnard. And Gabby Lovelace out of Pleasant Hill, a 5'10". Gabby, a very good defensive player. She is a sophomore. And Joe, you have the first half because I'm going to enjoy these wonderful Rice Krispie treats that the Jackson family brought us, and I hope there'll be at least a half of one left by the time I take over in the second half.
Knowing you, I'm not going to count on it, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. But we certainly appreciate that. We talked about the Jacksons the other night. They're here in force again today, and always good to see them. It is all the other parents that come to these games. And Ken, I know we're near the end of the season. I can tell because my scorebook. I'm at the end of my scorebook. I've got this game and one more. And will you buy me a new one?
We better get one because we still have about 4 or 5 and hopefully a couple of playoff games left.
All right, we're ready to go. The Valley Vikings decked in pink today is breast cancer awareness, making a statement against that disease. Good to see the Vikings doing that. And they dressed in pink shorts, pink tops, looks like kind of dark blue, black letters. I'm not sure exactly, maybe purple letters, I guess.
I asked Jolene, I said, are those uniforms supposed to be that way, or did you make a mistake?
Well, the Vikings jump out for a great start as they get the ball into Kara Clark. Kara making a start today, hits a jumper in the middle of the lane, banks it off the glass. Vikes draw first blood. Now here comes Peru. Outside it comes, deep on the right wing. Outside to Tate. Now Tate gets the ball back to Jasmine Lockwood. Tate back, head of the key, spins inside, throws up a runner, too strong. Rebound Sammy Jackson for the Vikings. Here come the Vikes with a 2-0 lead. Ahead to Gabby Lovelace. Now the ball skips off Gabby's foot. Now she goes to one knee and loses her balance, taken away by Ward for Peru. Here come the Bobcats the other way. Tate pulls up. Missed it. One thing we found out, Ken, Jasmine Tate not shy at putting the ball in the air.
And she will drive that lane every opportunity she gets.
She's taken a couple shots already. Now Morales has it knocked away from her inside for the Vikings. So Vikes after that Kara Clark bucket have turned the ball over last 2 times down the floor. 2-0 Mo Valley on top. Tate right wing to Adugo Asuelo, averaging 15 points a game, one of the leading scorers on the team. Now Vikings, Kara Clark takes it away from Courtney Ward, so good defense by the Vikes that time.
They really have to watch her. That will be a big key in this game.
Now Raina Smith back to Sammy. Sammy's jumper lips off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound, Kara Clark up and in. So Kara Clark 4, Peru State nothing, as Kara got that offensive rebound, got the stick back with the left hand, and good to see her get off to a good start.
Let's just keep this going. We need to have a good start against a team that we should be able to beat at home if we play well.
Aduga Suela lobs into Ward. Ward off the glass and in. And, boy, you let her get the ball down deep like that. Let her get down the low block. She's tough to stop that time. She lays it in, cuts the Viking lead in half. Morales, head of the key. Left wing, Raina Smith. Raina guarded out there by Tate. Gets it to Clark. Clark has 4 points already. Holds the ball high above her head, 2 hands. Gives back to Gabby Morales. Morales back to Sammy Jackson, down to 8 on the shot clock. Sammy, left-hand dribble. Clark inside, spins to the middle. They're going to call travel on her.
Probably did. Tried to get away from one of the gals as she went through the lane and called for the travel. I had a chance to visit with Courtney Ward just for a minute. I talked to her just for a minute, and I congratulated her on a great game against us. She played all 40 minutes going up and down that floor, and it never did seem like she got tired.
It really ran up and down the floor most of the time. All right, now inside, there's a nice push shot inside. Turnaround jump shot by Natasha Moss. She gets her bucket. She's a junior out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and she ties things up at 4 as Peru State scored the last 4 points. Head of the key now, Morales. Morales right wing, Kara Clark. Kara hands to Raina Smith. Raina on the baseline to Gabby Lovelace. Her jumper out of the corner, good. Great ball movement by the Vikings that time. Raina Smith finds Gabby Lovelace in the corner. Gabby knocks down the J. That's her first bucket. Vikes go back ahead by 2.
Gabby may be our best defensive player, and good to see her working the offensive end now, too.
Now the Peru tries to jam one inside, knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. So Peru will inbound under their own bucket. 16:44 to go in the first half. It's a 2-point Viking lead. Oh, wide open underneath. A nice backdoor cut that time as Aduga Asuela comes off a pick underneath, lays it in, ties it up.
Well, the last time we played them, again, they only had 6 girls. Ward did most of the scoring. Carly Stewart coming off the bench had 14, but they've got this other gal now. She can get the job done.
Great job by Kara Clark inside. Missed the shot, but boy, what a nice catch in the middle of 3 girls inside, and then turned. I guess used her all of her energy trying to catch the ball. Didn't have anything left for the shot. Now Sammy comes around a pick, goes to the baseline, has it knocked away. Now taken away by Asuela. Here comes Peru looking for their first lead of the game. Deep in the corner to Tate. Now back outside to Lockwood. Lockwood in the corner. There's a 3 out of the corner by Asuela. Misses. Battle for the loose ball. It goes out of bounds, and I think one of the Peru girls knocked it out. That's what the officials say, and the ball will come back to the Vikings, tied at 6.
Asuela with 5 steals a game. She just got one there. Leads the conference, and I think she's one of the leaders in the nation as far as steals with 5 a game.
Okay, Sammy Jackson. Sammy walks it across for the Vikings. Now hit the key to Raina Smith. Raina hounded out there by Tate. Both those girls pretty quick. Now Clark. Back to Raina. Raina launches a left-handed 3. This one a little bit short. And a nice rebound that time by Natasha Moss. Ahead quickly to Lockwood. Lockwood around Raina Smith. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Ward missed it. Got it back. Got fouled. So there again, Courtney Ward showed her ability to run the floor, and by doing that, got a couple of offensive rebounds. She'll go to the line.
Foul is on Kara Clark, and that's exactly right. She was down there battling defensively, and before you know it, she raced down, got the missed layup, and on her second attempt was fouled. She just gets up and down that floor in a hurry.
Courtney Ward averaging just a little over 15 points a game. She'll have 2 here. First one's good. So give her 3 points in the game as checking in for the Vikings. Ebony Brown comes in. Kara Clark takes a seat.
Now, my apology when I did the starting lineups. I mentioned Ebony in there instead of Kara. But Kara comes out now and Ebony in for the first time.
So Courtney Ward will have one more to try to make it a 2-point lead. That's Peru's first lead of the game right there. She missed the second one, but a nice offensive rebound there for Peru State. There's a long shot out of the corner taken by Natasha Moss. Missed, so the lead is still 1, Peru on top. Now Sammy launches a 3. Oh, hits the front of the rim, kicked up in the air. Thought that one might drop down, but it goes right over the top of the backboard. So
top of the backboard. Vikings come into this game shooting, both teams, 37% from the field.
7-6. Peru State with 15:09 left here in the first half. Bobcats, that's their first lead of the game. Vikings scored the game's first 4 points. And there's a jumper out of the corner. That one knocked down by Jasmine Lockwood. That's her first bucket of the game. She extends the lead to 3 with just under 15 minutes. Vikes need a bucket here. Head of the key, Morales. Gabby gives it over to Raina. Raina Smith Now high post to Ebony. Ebony just checked in a minute ago. Back to Sammy. Sammy around a pick. Now it gets back to Smith. Smith spins into the paint, throws it up and in. And there's that patented Raina Smith runner in the lane. And she flips it in to cut the lead to 1.
Good job by Raina. Her first basket. She struggled the other night offensively. Good to see her get off to a good start.
Now deep in the right wing for Culver. Carly Stewart who's checked into the lineup. Not Culver. Peru. I'm sorry, folks. Now Stewart gets it back. Launches a 3. This one rims out. Ebony Brown rebound for the Vikings. So Vikes with the ball back will try to regain the lead here with just over 14 minutes left. Now Sammy drives through traffic. They're going to say one of the Peru girls, I believe, stuck out an elbow.
Carly Stewart.
And it comes up on Carly Stewart. I believe that's the first foul in the game against Peru State. Vikings have one on Kara Clark. That's been it so far. As Rachel Blair comes into the lineup for Peru. She's a freshman standing 6 feet out of Hubbard, Nebraska.
And Ayana Smith also in a 5'8 junior.
Now Vikes with the ball. Back outside Sammy. Sammy high post Morales. Gabby spins into the paint. Triple team there. Now ball taken away by Ward. Head to Stewart. Stewart one-on-one. Tries to go around Sammy. Good defense by Sammy. Gives it back to Ward inside. And she barrels down the middle of the lane. And she's going to draw another foul.
Again, she doesn't look that fast, and she's probably not, but she does get down the floor in a hurry and drew another foul. This one is on Morales, her first.
I tell you, when you run down the floor, good things happen. And boy, there's that inbounds pass again. This time Carly Stewart breaks loose, and Ken, that's twice. They run that inbounds play to perfection. Got an easy layups, lead back up to 3.
3-point lead for the opposing team. Vikings need to go on a little run here.
Now lob under Ebony. Nice pass as Gabby Morales gets it inside. Lobbed over the top to Ebony Brown. Ebony spins to the left side, lays it in. 11-10 Peru, 13:29 left. Now Tate drives inside.
I mean, she just muscles her way through there.
I remember that first half. I think she put about 20 shots up when we played up in Peru, and that time spins in and draws the draws the 2-shot foul. So it looks like Brielle Martinez getting set to come in. Julia Vasquez will check in. That foul comes up on Raina Smith. That's the 3rd team foul on the Vikings, and that'll put Tate on the line for a couple here. First shot's good, so she'll have one more. As Vasquez and Martinez both come in, Morales and Raina Smith take a seat for the Vikes.
You know, I know I say Culver because their uniforms are exactly.
Yeah, they are.
The
got that
dark blue, the black numerals,
kind of
just like Culver.
Kind of a pretty shade of blue. Second shot by Tate in the air. Got the roll. Hadn't bounced around on the back of the rim and dropped in. So once again, Peru out to a 3-point lead. 13:25 left is coming back into the lineup. Asuela comes back in for Peru State.
Now Peru putting on a little pressure in the backcourt. They have 8 on the roster, so they can afford a little backcourt pressure.
Well, we played up in Peru. They had 6, and they didn't slow things down a bit.
No.
They raced up and down the court and played a very good game. Now Martinez, Brielle with pink, sporting nice pink socks today. Double team, nice pass back to Vasquez. Julie in the corner to Ebony. Ebony underneath. Martinez wide open up and in. Nice job that time as Ebony Brown passed the ball away from the pressure. Brielle Martinez spun the right way. She was wide open, lays it in. It's a 1-point game. Now here comes Peru. There's a shot out of the corner. This one lips out. That one taken by Rachel Blair. She missed it. Here come the Vikings trying to regain the lead. Ahead to Gabby Lovelace. Lovelace in the corner to Vasquez. Back outside to Sammy. Now they give it out to Ebony. Ebony will reset the offense. Martinez high post. Underneath Ebony! Got fouled.
Again, good job.
Great job. Nice high-low pass that time as Brielle Martinez threw a nice lob. So Ebony hit Martinez once. Martinez turns around this time and gets the ball down in the low block to Ebony, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Ayana Smith picked up the foul, her first.
So Ebony to try with 2 shots can give the Vikes once again the lead. First shot's good, so she'll have one more. She'll try to put the Vikings back up by 1. 12:26 left, folks. Shot rolls off. Rebound Blair. We're tied. Into the forecourt comes Peru. Stewart guarded by Vasquez. Left-hand dribble right in front of the Viking bench. Now ball taken away. Ebony Brown. Ebony to the rack. Got it. Nice defensive play and a nice finish that time by Ebony. And Ken, 5 quick points for her off the bench.
Yeah, doing a great job. And Ebony took that one away, went right to the basket. Didn't hesitate a bit.
There's a shot out of the corner by Rachel Blair, misses. Rebound Martinez for the Vikes. So Vikes on a pretty good run right here, leading by 2. I think they're on a 5-0 run. They were down a minute ago, 13-10. It's now 15-13. Now the lob underneath. Ebony had it swatted away that time as Carly Stewart comes over the backside, but nice pass. As I think that was Gabby Lovelace that got that lob into Ebony, and the Vikes will keep possession of the ball into their own bucket, leading by 3. Looking, out now to Sammy. Sammy guarded by Stewart. Stewart left wing, Gabby Lovelace. Lovelace back head of the key. Now Sammy with 9 on the shot clock, has it knocked away, gets it back, down to 6 on the shot clock, around a screen, tries to get it back inside, battle for the loose ball. Ebony Brown's shot misses, missed everything, a shot clock violation, but then a wild scramble. Brielle Martinez somehow comes out of the way with it and misses the shot, so ball back to Peru.
I think they probably should have called the shot clock violation to let Peru go, and Vikings took it away.
Kind of a wild melee right there. Now spinning inside, going up with the shot is Ayanna Smith. And she's fouled by Sammy Jackson. That'll be Sammy's first foul, and that's only I guess that's the 5th team foul, 4th team foul on the Vikings. Is Sammy, Gabby Morales, Raina Smith, and Kara Clark each have 1 foul. First shot is lips out by Ayanna Smith. She'll have 1 more. She's a junior out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. And now Sydney Wilkinson checks into the Peru lineup. Smith's second shot, good. So the Viking lead down to 1 as Smith converts 1 out of 2. And Ken, I guess on this team with only 8 players, you get plenty of playing time.
Yeah, Coach told me that before the game. She says, we never had a problem about playing time. There's a block by Courtney Ward.
Yeah, Ebony Brown once again, and boy, Ebony doing a good job posting up. The other girls are looking for her inside and missed the shot that time, but it was swatted out of bounds by Peru. Now Martinez to inbounds for the Vikings. In the corner to Vasquez. Vasquez back, head of the key, Sammy. Sammy high post, Martinez. Brielle, nice pivot. Oh, knocked away by Ward, but Vasquez gets it back. Now taken away by Oswego. Here's Asuelo. Here she goes, a runner. And they're going to call traveling that time on Natasha Moss. So Asuelo down the floor, got it to Natasha Moss on the left side, but she took 1 too many steps. So the Vikings get it back, up by 1. Raina Smith back in the lineup.
No, Asuelo might have been better off just take that in. By the time she got the ball to Moss, she was kind of underneath the basket. And as she tried to set herself, traveled with it.
Vikings lead it 15-14, playing at home, trying to avenge an early season loss to Peru up in Peru, Nebraska. Vikes trying to win their 4th conference game. Vasquez in the corner now to Ebony. Ebony puts it on the deck outside to Gabby Lovelace. Lovelace deep right wing, Raina Smith. Down under 10 on the shot clock. Raina left-hand dribble, drives inside. She's hammered as Raina pushed. I think that's going to come up on Sydney Wilkinson. Yep, Sydney Wilkinson draws the foul, but nice gesture by her part. She reached down and told Raina sorry about that and picked her up off the floor. So
Raina, when she gets going in that lane, she is going to the basket.
Non-shooting foul, so Vikes will inbound. In the corner, Vasquez. Now backs it out between the circles, gives it outside to Raina. Raina now reverse dribble. Back to Vasquez, in on the low block, Ebony. Ebony almost loses the handle, gets to Martinez, into the middle of the lane, got it! So nice job by Brielle Martinez playing big inside. Spun to the middle, flipped it up. She's got 4 points. Vikings back up by 3.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to do against this team is take it right at them.
Lead seesawed back and forth most of the first half. We're into the second half of the first half right now. 9:49 left, and there's Courtney Ward. They go over the top that time. Lob over the top to Ward. She lays it in. She's got 5. 17-16 Vikings.
But you call it. She's on the low block. If you don't get some help and they throw her to the top, there's nothing you can do about that.
I mean, we're just not big enough and nobody physical enough with size to go up and stop that. Right wing now, Lovelace for the Vikings, leading by 1. Now ball knocked away by Ward. Martinez gets it back now into the paint. Now she's fouled in there by Sydney Wilkinson. So I tell you, Brielle Martinez, who really has played sparingly here recently, playing a pretty good game. She's been in there quite a bit today and got 4 points. Now she'll go to the line for a chance for 2 more.
Sam Kitzmiller will check in. Boy, you're going to be busy here. Lindsey Jackson will come in, and I think 3 gals from Peru coming in after this free throw.
Martinez knocks it down, gets the first one down, so she'll have 1 more. There's all kinds of people coming in. Lindsey Jackson, as Ken said, for the Vikings. Kixmiller will check in for Martinez if she makes this free throw. Coming in for Peru State. Tate's back in the lineup. Lockwood's back in.
Stewart came back.
Carly Stewart, okay. All right, Martinez will try to get her 6th point of the game, and she missed this one. Ebony Brown gets a hand on it, but it's out of bounds off the Vikings. And now Kixmiller comes into the Viking lineup. 9:15 left. Mo Valley on top by 2. Playing at home. Don't forget the men's game to follow right around 4 o'clock.
So these are older uniforms, like 3-year-old, and they kind of dyed them that way. It looked like something I would do, kind of put in red with whites and discolor them. But this was done on purpose to make them look pink.
Yeah, that kind of looks like your artistic design. I didn't think that at first, but I see that now. And there's a long 3 taken by Stewart. Missed it. Rebound, Lindsey Jackson. Ahead, Raina Smith. Raina bounced past Vasquez. Back to Raina. Long 3. This one too strong. Offensive rebound. Ebony Brown up and in. Ebony steps inside, and boy, she's got 7 points. And boy, not starting today might have been good for her.
She's really playing well.
Now baseline jumper, Carly Stewart too strong. Sam Kixmiller gets the rebound, loses it, but the shot missed by Lockwood, and now Sam gets a rebound, and I think Natasha Moss goes over her back. I believe the foul is going to come up on Moss. If it is, that'll be her first. That'll be the 5th foul on Peru State. And so Vikes get the ball back, leading by 4. Good job by Sam on the boards that time.
Really good job. Good, strong rebound. That's what she needs to do.
Now Smith brings it across under pressure by the Jasmine Tate. Well, Jasmine's all over the floor. Now ball knocked away. Nice steal by Asuala into the forecourt. Throws up a jumper. This one misses. Rebound in there, Raina Smith. So Asuala got the steal, couldn't convert. Vikes the other way. Now taken away again. That ball taken away by Tate. Here comes 2-on-1. Carly Stewart drives inside, throws it up with the left hand, and she's fouled. And that's going to come up on Lindsey Jackson as Carly Stewart took it to the left hand. Lindsey draws the foul. That'll be her first. Team foul number 5 on the Vikings. And that'll put, that's going to put Stewart on the line for 2. First shot good. She'll have one more. Here's Carly Stewart, a sophomore out of Las Animas, Colorado. Sammy Jackson back in. Gabby Morales back in as Ebony Brown and Julia Vasquez take a seat.
And they are joined out there by Smith, Kixmiller, and Lindsey Jackson.
Stewart missed the second one, but offensive rebound by Lockwood. And now they can say a tie-up, and with the alternate possession rule, looks like ball will stay with Peru State. So good offensive rebound that time by Lockwood. 20-17, Vikings lead it. Peru State with the ball under their own bucket. Inside, once again, there's that inbounds play, and there's a foul. Boy, I don't know what they're doing on that inbounds play, but that's 3 times Peru's gotten that ball inside right off the inbounds pass, and Jasmine Lockwood missed the shot that time, but she draws the 2-shot foul, and that'll come up on Sam Kixmiller.
Well, a lot of teams will play zone just on an inbounds play, just to protect the middle of the lane.
Yep. First shot in the air, missed it. So Lockwood will have one more, and let's see, Peru, they're 5 out of 8 from the line right now. Vikings only 1 out of 2. So Lockwood one more. She'll try to make this a 2-point game. Her second shot in the air, missed them both. Rebound, Gabby Morales. So the Vikes dodged the bullet there. Holding a 3-point lead, 7:51 left here in the first half. Smith across the timeline. Now tries to get it to Sammy Jackson. Ball tips off Sammy's hand out of bounds. Back to the Bobcats.
Good pressure by Asuela.
20-17 coming into today's game. Peru State finds himself kind of in the middle of the conference at 6-7. They're 6th place right now. There's a shot out of the corner. This one missed by Asuela. Knocked out of bounds. I think Carly Stewart, the last one to touch it, so Vikes will get it back. 20-17, Missouri Valley on top. 7.5 minutes left to play here in this conference game from the Burns Athletic Complex, Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the Missouri Valley College campus. Head of the key, Morales. Gabby right to the lane. Missed the shot. But boy, nice drive. And I don't know, it seemed like the seas just kind of parted that time as Gabby drove down the middle. She found a seam and split right through there and draws the 2-shot foul.
Lockwood picked up the foul. What happened is that Courtney Ward went for the steal when she didn't get it. That left the lane wide open.
Those old movies where the seas part, yeah. That's kind of what it looked like right there. Gabby missed the first shot. She'll have one more. Was that, I'm trying to forget, was that the 10 Commandments?
The 10 Commandments, the movie that Charlton Heston.
Yep, right. Gabby's second shot, missed them both. Rebound, Kara Clark. Nice job by Kara. Now has it taken away by Tate. So good offensive rebound, but good quickness by Tate to get the steal. Now Suela runs into the lane and runs over Sammy Jackson. Sammy draws the charge. Nice job by Sammy that time. She stepped right in the path of Adugo Asuela, and that'll be an offensive foul. 7:13 left, still a 3-point lead, Ken. We've been stuck on 2017 for quite a while here.
If either team gets some offense going, they could really kind of take charge of this game.
Now Clark inside, back outside, Raina Smith. Raina strong to the glass, missed it. Rebound, Lockwood. Still 2017. Here comes Peru. Right wing, Tate. She fires inside. They're going to say she traveled. Jasmine Tate saw a path down the lane, but took too many steps. Ball back to the Vikings with 6:52 left.
Well, the Peru State averages 65 points a game. The Vikings right now just averaging 56 points a game.
In 2017, I'd say for 2.5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, at least.
Now ball knocked out of bounds by Tate on the in the Viking end, so Missouri Valley will inbound right in front of the Peru bench with 6:44 left. Lindsay gets it out to Sister Sammy. Sammy guarded out there by Suela. Sammy right hand dribble, gets it blocked to Kara Clark. Kara spins back to Sammy. Now reverse to Raina Smith. Her three, got it! So Raina Smith knocks down a three. She's got 5. Biggest lead of the game for the Vikes. They go up by 6. Vikes playing that zone defense. It's been pretty effective so far, Ken.
Yes, it has. There's
three by Carly Stewart misses. Raina Smith the rebound. She wants to run. Now stop and go dribble. Stewart picks her up, so Raina backs it out. Head of the key, Sammy. Deep left wing, Lindsey Jackson. Her three in the air. Lips off, no good. Morales had it for a minute. Now taken away by Tate. I bet it's going up.
Here
she comes into the lane. Knocked down. Nothing happens. Rebound, Sammy Jackson and Jasmine Tate. Thought she was fouled, but no call. Right wing, another three by Raina. This one a little bit short. Here comes Tate again. Got the rebound. Now goes around Sammy up and missed it again. Offensive rebound, Courtney Ward, though. Back outside to Asuela.
Boy, Courtney Ward gets down.
Oh, she does. Now Stewart drives inside off the glass and in. So good offensive rebound by Courtney Ward. And when Jasmine Tate drives, no doubt where it's going.
You know, they're not a big 3-point shooting team. They like to drive inside. And good job by Stewart that time.
Now lob pass taken away by Ward. So Vikes, who led by 6 just a minute ago, have had the lead cut to 4. Now Peru State's got the ball back.
Ward did a great job anticipating that pass, stepped in the passing lane, took it away.
Head of the key, high post now to Lockwood. Lockwood backs it out. Now throws up a jumper. This one short. Offensive rebound, taken away. Nice job. I think, was that Gabby Morales who battled Ward? Looked like Courtney was going to have an offensive rebound, and now Jolene calls a timeout. So 4:53 left here in the first half. Vikings have led most of the half. They lead right now by 4, 23-19 with a TO on the floor.
Here are the other games today. Culver is at Baker. Culver 6-7. Baker 10-3. Baker holding on to that number 3 spot. That should be a pretty good ball game. That game will be at Baker. Evangel is at Graceland. Make that long trip. Evangel 4-8. Graceland still looking for first win after losing, 107-48 the other night.
Yeah.
Mid-American Nazarene at Benedictine. That obviously is the game in the conference today. First place on the line. And then CMU at Avila this afternoon.
Well, looking at these standings, as you mentioned, Mid-American Benedictine tied Baker in 3rd, 10-3. This Peru State team right now, they're in 6th place. But they're tied for 5th, I guess, with Culver Stockton, both with 6-7 records. So still not out of the question for them to get a top 4 finish if they get hot. Now Vasquez a 3. This one a little bit short. Rebound to Tate. Gets it ahead to Asuela. She pulls up for a jumper. This one misses. And over the back, that's going to be a nice job that time by Julia Vasquez as she screens out. Who was that? That was Wilkinson, I think, that went over the back. Or was that Asuela? That was Asuela, I believe. Nope, was it Asuela or Tate? I can't see. That's 10. That's Asuela, so that'll be Yana Smith. Okay, Yana Smith gets a foul. Okay, we'll get it straight here in a minute. That's her second, and that puts Julia Vasquez on the line for a 1-and-1. First shot good, so Julia gets her first points of the game, and the Vikings extend the lead to 5. She'll have one more. Natasha Moss and Rachel Blair check back into the Peru lineup. Julia Vasquez. Julia is a freshman out of Earth, Texas. She'll have one more shot here. And got it. So I don't think Julia touched the rim on either one of those shots. Knocks down a couple of free throws. Viking lead back up to 6 with 4:38 left in the half. Left wing now for Asuela. Now deep on the right wing to Blair. Back out ahead of the key to Tate. Tate back to Asuela. Lob inside to Ward on the low block. Good help by the Vikes, but Ward spins back to the middle and lays it off the glass. Vikes had her covered to the left, had her double team, so she spins back to the right and kisses it off the glass.
And use the backboard, even that zone. But good, I like that zone. It's
working very well. Vikes have held this team to 21 points thus far here in the first half, and we're down to almost 4 minutes in the half. Now Vasquez spins into the lane. Her jumper a little bit short. Ward gets a rebound for Peru.
Ward averages 12 rebounds a game, and you can see why.
She's tough in there. Now Asuela spins into the lane. This one misses. Rebound, Kara Clark. And Vikes really doing a pretty good job keeping Peru off the offensive glass right now.
Yeah, Asuela only has 2 points. Averages 15 a game.
Loveless into Martinez. She goes over the top of Ward, leaves it a little bit short, but I think I thought maybe Ward knocked it out of bounds, but they said that Martinez touched it last, so ball will go back to Peru. 25-21, Missouri Valley on top, 3:39 left in the half.
Yeah, this is going to be a big 3:39 to see who's going to kind of take control this half here. Vikings have led really most of the way.
All right, for the Vikings, it's Julia Vasquez, Raina Smith, Brielle Martinez, Gabby Lovelace, Kara Clark on the floor right now. Head of the key, Jasmine Tate. Back to Blair, now high post to Ward. Ward spins it back outside to Wilkinson. Skip pass all the way across to Blair, down the baseline now. There's a jumper by Moss. Missed it, rebound Raina Smith. So once again, 1 and done for Peru State. Good job on the boards by the Vikings. Raina back to Vasquez. Head of the key, Kara Clark. Kara guarded by Moss, back out to Julia. Right wing, Lovelace. Gabby gets it high post, Martinez. Ball fake into the paint. Back to Kara down low. Her shot comes up short, but I believe she's fouled on the shot. So nice job by Brielle Martinez. Drove into the lane, then found Kara Clark down on the low block. Got it to her, and Kara draws the 2-shot foul.
Jasmine Tate picked up the foul, and that is the 9th team foul on the Bobcats.
2 shots right here, and Kara knocks down the first one. So Kara scored the first 2 buckets of the game for either team, has not scored since, but now she knocks that free throw down, so that gives her 5 points. She'll try to make it 6, try to extend the lead back to 6, which she missed it. Gets her own rebound, though, and now they're going to say it's a tie-up. So Kara, and a lot of times you see the guy or the lady at the free throw line just freeze. That time Kara came off that free throw line and crashed right to the middle and got her hands on the ball, got a tie-up, and the Vikes will keep possession with 2:55 left here in the half. Now back outside beyond the serve, beyond the arc to Sammy. Sammy down low. Martinez spins inside, up a little bit too strong. Rebound out of there to Moss. Has it knocked away, but Tate picks it up. Head now to Wilkinson. Wilkinson into Tate in the lane, spins inside, knocks Martinez down, and then they say that Brielle touched it last, so ball will stay with Peru State. Poor Jasmine Tate, she's just perpetual motion, isn't she?
Always moving.
Right, Tate to inbounds. Gets it out to Blair. Blair tries to hit Tate down to the baseline, throws it past her out of bounds. So with 2:32 left, Vikes can take their biggest lead of the game with a bucket here.
And Peru's lost 2 in a row. Valley's lost 4 in a row, so one of those streaks is going to come to an end this afternoon.
Now Sammy walks across the timeline, hits it head of the key to Kara. Kara gives to Martinez, now taken away, stolen by Lockwood. Lockwood missed it. Offensive rebound. Missed by Moss underneath. And boy, the Vikes dodge a big bullet there. Jasmine Lockwood got the steal, missed the layup. Natasha Moss missed the follow. Now into Kara Clark up and in. So Vikes really, that could have been a 4-point swing right there as the Vikes get it into Kara Clark. And Martise Ivy doesn't like what she sees right there, so she calls a timeout. So we're down to 2 minutes and 1 second left in the half. Vikings enjoying their biggest lead of the day as they lead it here at home, 28-21.
And I think a real good timeout because 28-21, a 7-point lead. And I think Martise feels like this one's starting to get away from her. You can see her gals frustrated. They're missing those shots. And going to have to hang in there for the next couple of minutes. But boy, the Vikings could really put on a surge here in the next 2 or 3 possessions. Maybe get this thing to double digits or close. That'd really be good for the momentum going in.
What a big play right there. It was a 5-point game. They got a steal. Looked like an easy layup. That would have made it a 3-point contest. But instead, they missed the shot. They missed the follow. Vikes bring it down quickly and find Kara Clark on the block. She's got 7 points now. And now, instead of a 3-point game, it's a 7-point game.
And Vikings, and again, playing a zone, and they don't play much zone for Jolene Christensen, but it's working. Now, Ward has 7 points, but, you know, if she's going to get 14 on the game, we'd take that every time we play against her.
And I'll tell you another nice thing here in the first half. No Viking has more than 1 foul, so every girl has been able to stay out on the floor for the entire half. So that's been a plus, too. Okay, 28-21, Vikes lead it. We're under 2 minutes now in the first half as Tate walks it across. Left wing, Wilkinson. Vikes still in that zone defense. Wilkinson, left-hand dribble. Now gets it back outside to Yana Smith. Yana, head of the key now. Holds the ball high above her head. Back to Wilkinson. Her 3 in the air. Got this one. So Sydney Wilkinson knocks down her first bucket of the game. That's a tray. Trims the lead back to 4 with 1:34 left. Vikes the other way. Ebony Brown, who's back in the lineup. Brings it out between the circles. Gives outside to Raina Smith. Deep right wing, Gabby Lovelace. Back to Raina. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Raina with the left-hand dribble. Guarded there by Tate. Now Raina spins around Lockwood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to do something pretty quick. And boy, draws a foul as Jasmine Lockwood bumps into Raina Smith. And boy, that shot clock, Ken, was running down very quickly. I'm not sure we could have gotten away at least a good shot, but nice job by Raina Smith to draw the foul.
And I saw Coach Ivy just put both hands on top of her head like, you know, just play good defense. Didn't want the foul there, but Raina misses the first free throw.
That's the 10th team foul on Peru State, so this is a 2-shot situation. Raina, as Ken said, missed the first one. She'll have one more. Raina Smith, the left-handed freshman out of St. Louis, Missouri, missed them both. Offensive rebound. Ebony got a hand on it, though, but knocked it out of bounds. So it'll go back to Peru State with the 1:11 left. It's a 4-point game. Vikings on top.
Well, Ward was out for a little bit, but boy, you know, with a minute to go, this is a big possession. She's right back into the game.
Peru can make it a 2-point game with a bucket here as we near the 1-minute mark. Now underneath, they get it to Ward. Ward goes up strong underneath, missed it, gets her own rebound, goes up strong. They're going to say she walks right there. And I think the Viking coaching staff got that call. They thought that Ward pushed off, getting that spacing inside. Didn't call a foul on her, but did call the traveling violation. 28-24, Vikes lead it. We're under a minute. Now Lovelace inside to Morales. Gabby back outside to Lovelace. Gabby and Gabby playing catch, pitch and catch on the right side. Now back head of the key to Sammy, down to 40 seconds. 10 on the shot clock. Now Sammy has it knocked away, knocked into the backcourt. Now stolen by Natasha Moss. Boy, Natasha Moss
7 steps.
Took 2 baby steps and 1 big giant step that time, and she's called for traveling. What hustle. Was that Jasmine Tate that went to the floor and knocked that ball away?
Good job by Tate.
Natasha Moss, good job of hustling, but just couldn't get control of it. So Vikings get it back with 30 seconds left and a 1-second differential between the game and shot clock. So for all practical purposes, the Vikings can take the last shot of the half, leading by 4. Sammy Jackson staying in the backcourt as long as she possibly can. Now she walks it across the timeline. Guarded by Wilkinson. Now Sammy comes around. Now spins back to the middle. Pump fake. Gets it back to Ebony Brown. Ebony's going to have to launch it. Missed it. Rebound Moss. Ahead to Jasmine Tate. And the clock's going to run out as Tate heaves one from the other side of midcourt, missed it. We played a good half for the Vikings as they lead here at home. They've led most of the first half. They lead it right now 28-24.
And we'll be back with scoring and more from the Burns Center.
This is the sound of a brand new outdoor grill being hurled off a 20-story building. Now a stylish glass coffee table. An electric guitar. These are the things you could enjoy, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Visit EnergySavers.gov and get tips on how to save energy and money. Then do things like